So this is my pattern, and I don't need from the waistline down. So if you need it, you want to make a short collar dress or whatever, you can make use of whichever one you want. So here is my center front, and of course I have my neckline here, I have my waistline, I have my armhole curve, and I have the dart, right? And here my dart must not start from the apex. Okay, so you have to measure like 1 inch, 1.5 inches, as the case may be, away from the apex. And of course mine is at this point, at this very point. So you can now draw your dart from here to this point, from here to this particular point to have your dart. So now I will come to this neck point, and connect to this point where you want the break point to be. Okay, so the break point is where the lapel folds over, okay, where the lapel folds over to the rest of the bodice, right? So that is where your break point could be, and your break point could be either below the bust or above the bust. So whichever one you choose is fine, but for me I will choose my chest line. So I'll pick my ruler and place it from the neck point towards the break point and rule a line. It has to be a straight line, right? Okay, so, and of course right now I need to add some paper, okay, so that I can extend the break point line. Okay, now I've added another paper. You can see, don't forget, this is my neck line and here is my shoulder line, right? So before I continue on the front pattern, I will bring my back pattern now, and on this back pattern I will be needing the neck measurement, okay, the neck measurement of the back. And when you are taking this measurement, you need to stand your tape this way and take the measurement. When you are taking a measurement on a curve line, this is how you take it. You make your tape stand before you take it, and make sure it's, very much on the curve line, okay, not this way. You don't take your measurement this way, right? So now that I am done taking the measurement of the back pattern, then I can insert it on the front pattern, right? And how do I do this? I have to extend this line, okay, this is actually the fold line, right? Because of course this is where you fold, this is the line you fold on. You use this line as a guide, and that's why I call it a fold line, okay, right? So at this point is the break point. This is where the fold line ends, okay, where the lapel ends, right? So here I'm going to extend the line based on the measurement that I had already taken. So here I'm going to add 1 inch extension, button extension to it. This should have come first, okay? I actually forgot. It should have come first even before you start drafting your pattern. So now I'll just measure 1 inch and connect the point to have a straight line, okay, button extension. So I have done that. Can you see how straight it is right now? I trimmed the excesses out. So right now I will just extend this line to hit the button extension. Whatever it gets to is fine, okay? So I'll place my ruler this way. The roll or fold line should be drawn right from the button extension, which means the break point should be determined right on the button extension, okay? So what I also want you to understand is that ensure you add your extension before you connect, okay, so that you have an idea of how low or how high it's going to look at the end of the day, right? So now back to the line, I am going to extend it this way according to the measurement I took, for the back neck. All right. So now I'm going to just measure this extension, the extended line. So, and this measurement is what I took from the back neckline. Okay. So from the beginning of the line to the end, I'm going to just place my tape and divide into 2. I am dividing the extended line, okay, into 2 to get the midpoint. So from this point now, okay, I will come out by 1/2 inch. And from this midpoint, I will connect to this point. So you can connect with a straight line, okay, or with a straight ruler, I mean, this way, just place it this way, okay, and just extend the line first so you have an idea. All right, so now that you have indicated where the 1/2 inch is, then you can now connect. The idea is just to ensure accuracy, right? So if you can connect it that way and it will be accurate, beautiful. So I would recommend a set square for this purpose. Okay, so can you see that it is a curved ruler that I'm using to connect? You can actually use your ruler if you do not have a curved ruler. So I think the difference is not that much. It's not compulsory that it has to like be a curved ruler to be used, right? Okay, so I'm going to also extend the shoulder line as well by 2 3/4, 2 inches and 3/4. So the next thing for me to do right now is to add another paper beyond this line, beyond the center front. You can see I've added another paper. Okay, so here is my extension, of course, and I will do the same thing here as well. I extended the shoulder line by 2 3/4, so I will do the same thing, placing my ruler this way. Now I will recommend you use a set square, right? You can see I would recommend you use a set square because this side, this point is actually very important. You need to get it right. So just get a set square and place it like this and connect the line. Okay, all you need to do is just to place your set square and let it align properly with this curve. Okay, all right, so and that will give you a straight line. Okay, so please just do the needful, get a set square, and of course you'll be fine. Right, so I have my 2 3/4. Let me confirm this. So I think this is longer, so I'll just mark the point this way. So I'm going to connect, and of course it will hit the 2 3/4 here as well on the shoulder line, and it's going down. Okay, so with the help of my curve ruler, I will just put it this way, connecting to 2 3/4 on the shoulder, and of course I will bring it down to the button extension this way, right? So so now at this junction you can be creative with it. Okay, with this your pattern. Now you know that this part is for the back. Okay, this is what is going to be attached to the back neckline. Okay, while this part is going to be for the front, right? So on the front part you can be very creative, you can be stylish with it. Now let's do a design or a style. Look at what I'm drawing right now. You can make it a scallop design because you know it's going to fall on the front part. Okay, you can do whatever you like I always say, as the spirit leads, right? So you can do any design. You can do any design. You can do any design. So this side, you are very free to do whatever you feel is fine. Okay, so you can see. So let's just do a scallop design. I didn't plan to do a scallop design. My plan was to do a normal shawl collar, but I just felt, oh, as I was making the pattern, I said, oh, let me just create something. Let me see how it's going to look. And it's not bad at all, right? So now let's cut this. And please do not forget to add your seam allowance. Very, very important. So going by the roll line or the fold line, I will fold it this way to create a crease line. Now you will notice that this fold that I'm making is towards the wrong side. Okay, now I wanted to be sure. Okay, that's why I needed to create this crease line. Now you can, instead of folding like this, you can use your tracing wheel to trace it. The idea is just to know where the roll line is, so that I won't go and fold another thing or fold beyond the usual fold line or roll line. So this is what I have. You can see. So this is what I have. Now you can be more stylish. You can do whatever you like here as well. Okay, you can even go as far as removing this lapel completely. You can remove it completely and create a slash line, cut it open, and open it up. Okay, then you attach it back. By the time you are done, you will have some drapes. Okay, some drapes here, and it will make it look more stylish, more attractive. So you can actually do whatever you like. This is this is your own way, right? Make the pattern your own. Okay, be creative with your pattern. And that is why I love pattern making, because it makes you be more creative. It makes you to have an idea of what to do. Even at times what you think may not be possible could be possible, as long as your pattern is your pattern. So you can create your own thing and name it after your own, right? So that is what pattern making is all about. Okay, so this is what I have. You can see that the shawl, the collar is actually, of course, laying well. Okay, is laying well. So I'm bringing the back and the front together, bringing it together and attaching with pins as if it's being sewn. It's also an idea to give you, to give you that kind of look that, oh, let me see how it's going to look. Let me see the outcome. So if you don't want to make use of a fabric, of course, you can actually do this and even get a smaller mannequin if you don't want to make use of a bigger pattern. But I love to make use of bigger pattern because, it's very rare for me to make clothing for a small girl. Clothing that will look this way. So this actually gives you a kind of 3D picture of, bring out your ideas, okay, to life if you use a bigger pattern, right? So this is what I have, and I'm attaching the collar, the one that is meant for the back. I'm attaching it to the back, you can see. So I'm going to place it on the mannequin so that you guys will have a full picture or full view of how it's going to look if you are to make it with fabric for yourself, right? That is the idea. So this is what I have. Can you see how beautiful it is? Can you see how lovely it's looking right now? Laying well, and this is so beautiful. All right, so you can see. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, share this video, and ask questions if you have. Thank you. Bye.